This neighborhood will hear about how I've been treated today. Mark my words about that.
But like, did you even go to college though? Because I know a lot of women didn't go to college when you were young.
I need you to prepare something very specific for me today, and I need it done quickly.
Oh, hi, good afternoon. I'd be happy to help you. What can I make for you today?
I need a custom dish with truffle oil, imported Gruyere cheese, fresh basil from Italy, and those specialty sun-dried tomatoes, okay? It's for a very important gathering this afternoon.
I'm so sorry, but those specific ingredients aren't a part of our regular inventory. We would need a special order for those items in advance.
That's completely unacceptable. I'm an influential mother in this neighborhood, and I have a gathering of equally important women scheduled for later today, okay? I need to impress them with something special from this establishment. This is extremely important for my social obligations.
I completely understand how important your gathering is. Unfortunately, specialty ingredients like truffle oil and imported cheeses require advance notice for ordering. I would be happy to suggest some wonderful alternatives from our current menu that might work perfectly for your event.
No. You don't understand. I thoroughly researched your website before coming in here. I saw exactly what I wanted listed online. Okay, how hard can it be to get a few simple ingredients? This is a coffee shop, not some exclusive restaurant.
I appreciate that you did your research on our website. And while we do mention some specialty items online, they require 24 to 48 hours advance notice for ordering. This policy ensures freshness and availability while helping us manage inventory costs as a small business.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I demand to speak with your manager immediately. Someone with actual authority will definitely override these absurd policies. A person in my position in this neighborhood shouldn't have to deal with this kind of unreasonable treatment from staff.
While I'm working alone today and there isn't a manager available on the premises right now, I would be more than happy to help arrange a special order for you for a future date. Or I could suggest some delicious alternatives from our current menu that might work wonderfully for your gathering.
This is completely unacceptable. I'm going to do something about the situation that will have serious repercussions for you and this establishment. You have no idea who you're dealing with or what kind of connections I have in this community. I'm calling my husband right now. He's extremely influential in this entire neighborhood, and he will immediately resolve this completely unacceptable situation. You're about to learn how things really work when you refuse to accommodate people of importance in this community.
Lindsay, what is it? I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Honey, I'm at that coffee shop on Main Street, and the waitress is being completely unreasonable. She's refusing to accommodate my simple request. I need you to call the owner or the manager and explain that I require special treatment. This is for the mothers gathering this afternoon.
Lindsay, I'm extremely busy at work right now. I cannot deal with your trivial problems about coffee shop service, all right? Figure it out yourself. I don't have time for this nonsense right now.
But you don't understand how important this gathering is. I need to impress these women, and the waitress won't help me.
Lindsay, handle your own problems without bothering me during work hours. I'm hanging up now.
Wait, you can't just dismiss the situation. I need your support and influence to resolve this matter immediately.
I said I'm busy. Deal with it yourself or go somewhere else. Stop calling me about these ridiculous issues.
How can you be so unsupportive? This reflects on both of us in the neighborhood social circles.
Okay, look, I'm hanging up now, Lindsay. All right, don't call me back about coffee shop problems.
This is unbelievable. Even my own husband doesn't understand the importance of maintaining social standing in this neighborhood.
Hello, Lindsay. How are you today?
Diana, thank goodness you're here. You won't believe the unreasonable treatment I've been receiving from this waitress.
Unreasonable? What happened? Did something go wrong with your order?
Yeah, everything went wrong. I came in here with one simple request, and instead of helping, I was met with resistance. Can you imagine?
That doesn't sound like Julia. She's usually very accommodating. What exactly did you ask for?
She absolutely refuses to accommodate my simple request for specialty ingredients for this afternoon's gathering. It's completely unprofessional.
Specialty ingredients? For today? Lindsay, that sounds last minute.
Last minute? Diana, please. Someone in my position shouldn't be forced to plan days in advance for a community gathering. It's absurd.
We actually encourage everyone to call ahead. I've handled dozens of special requests, but always with notice. Otherwise, I'd be failing other customers.
Don't twist this around. A good business adapts to its clients. What's the point of a cafe if it can't provide what people need? I've explained how important this gathering is, and you simply won't make any exceptions to help influential neighborhood mothers like us.
And if I had caved, other customers waiting would have suffered. That's not fair to them either.
Other customers? Really? Do you know who you're speaking to? My gathering set the tone for this entire neighborhood.
What exactly were you requesting, Lindsay?
Truffle oil, imported Gruyere, fresh Italian basil, and specialty sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, basic ingredients for someone in my position to request from a local establishment.
Basic? Those are hardly basic. That's a gourmet shopping list, Lindsay.
Exactly. Look, we stock local cheeses, herbs, and oils, but not imported truffles on demand. That would require a supplier order.
Then why stay in business at all if you can't meet the needs of your wealthier clientele? Do you want me to take my money elsewhere?
I would prefer to keep your business, of course, but not at the cost of breaking policy and mistreating my staff.
I had to place my special order 2 days ago for pickup today. That's how it works, Lindsay.
You placed an order and she filled it? So she's willing to bend rules for you, but not for me.
No bending of rules at all. Diana followed them. She called ahead. That's the only difference.
She's absolutely right about the advance notice requirement. That's standard practice for specialty ingredients at any food establishment.
But surely they should make exceptions for important customers who contribute to this neighborhood's economic vitality.
Lindsay, Julia has done nothing wrong here. She's following appropriate business procedures that ensure quality and manage costs effectively. I successfully placed my special order by planning ahead and following proper procedures. The system works perfectly when customers are reasonable.
This is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Both of you will regret not accommodating someone with my level of neighborhood influence and social connections. I have significant influence in our social circles, and there will be consequences for this treatment.
Actually, Lindsay, I need to inform you that you are banned from this afternoon's Mothers Gathering until you can demonstrate improved behavior. Your consistently rude treatment of service workers has been discussed extensively among the other mothers, and we've decided action is necessary.
You can't be serious. You don't have the authority to exclude me from neighborhood social events.
I'm the one organizing today's gathering, Lindsay. Your behavior toward waitstaff, store clerks, and other service workers reflects poorly on our entire group.
This is completely unfair. I'm being persecuted for having standards and expectations of quality service.
Having standards doesn't mean abusing people who are doing their jobs professionally and correctly.
This neighborhood will hear about how I've been treated today. Mark my words about that.
Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate your support during that difficult situation.
You handled that beautifully. Most people would have lost their patience much sooner than you did. I'd like to pick up my special order now, please. It should be under the name Diana Richardson.
Of course. Everything was prepared fresh this morning according to your specifications.
Thank you for your attention to detail and excellent service. I want to do something to acknowledge your professionalism under extremely difficult circumstances today. This is a small token of appreciation for maintaining your composure and providing excellent service despite Lindsay's inappropriate behavior.
You really don't need to do anything additional. I mean, your support was more than enough.
Please, I insist. Open it.
$500? I'm sorry, I can't accept this. This is far too generous for just doing my job.
You went above and beyond by remaining patient and professional while being verbally abused by someone who should know better.
This is so incredibly kind of you. I don't know how to thank you properly.
Just keep being the excellent employee that you are. This neighborhood needs more people like you. And remember, Lindsay's behavior today was completely unacceptable and doesn't reflect how most of us feel about the hardworking people in our community.
Thank you, again, for everything. Your kindness really means the world to me after such a difficult encounter.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Come in.
Hi, I'm Mina. I'm here to interview for the management position I saw online.
Hi, Mina. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hello.
I'm just wrapping up something here. Just give me 1 sec, okay?
So should I just start telling you about myself?
Actually, I thought I'd ask the questions. Just give me 1 more second, okay?
Fine, I'll wait.
Appreciate it. Okay, great. Thanks for waiting. So you're here for the management position.
I am?
Did you bring your resume?
No. I submitted it when I applied online. I thought you would have read it by now.
Well, we usually ask our candidates to bring in a copy, but it's okay. How about let's just start off talking about your experience.
Well, I have extensive restaurant experience, and I am ready to move up to the next level.
Restaurant experience. Well, that's not really relevant to this position. What do you do there?
Well, I'm a hostess, and I greet the guests, and I make sure they have clean water, a clean table, and I attend to their every need. It's very heavy responsibility.
I'm sure it is. And how long have you been there?
About 6 months.
6 months, and you're ready to move up out of there.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, this job has very different responsibilities. You'd be managing client needs, making recommendations, supervising junior team members, data analysis. It just doesn't seem like you have that experience level.
Not enough experience? Didn't I just tell you that I manage guests' every need at the restaurant all day? You know, it's really rough to manage the entire front house by yourself.
You work there all by yourself.
Well, of course there's other people that work there, but without me, that place will definitely fall apart. If there's no one to be able to sit people, then nobody will get their food. And you know, I am essential.
Yes. I'm sure that you would be very difficult to replace.
I would be.
However, as I said before, this job has very different responsibilities. I don't think that you're a good fit for that role, but I do have a receptionist position available. It's a great ground level role. You can learn the ropes from there. And if you do well there, then maybe one day you can move into management.
Receptionist? A receptionist position? You mean like answering the phones and getting coffee? No, thank you. I'm trying to move up from that.
Transparently, that's not one that usually accomplishes it within 6 months in a position. And that's true whether you're working in an office or a restaurant. It takes time and hard work to achieve one's goals.
Look, I don't need a lecture from you or for you to offer me a position that I'm obviously too good for, okay? If you can respect what I can bring to...
Gleam Industries.
Yes, I didn't forget. It's just that I've been interviewing all day, all over, and I'm sure I will be getting a call back anytime now.
A callback? Mm-hmm. You mean second interview? A callback is what an actor goes to after their first audition.
Whatever, it's the same thing.
Of course. Look, man, it's really nice meeting you, and I wish you the best in your endeavors.
That's it? That's it? After my big speech, you're not gonna offer me something better?
No. Look, I told you that we don't have a fit for you. Look, Mina, please, yes, come in.
Hi, I'm Rosa. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt. I can wait outside.
Come in.
Her? You're interviewing her now?
Yes.
Look, I've seen her at my restaurant, and she doesn't even know how to dress or tip. Just so you know.
Have a great day, Mina. I'm so sorry about that. Please, come in.
Thank you. It's all right. I tried to give her a bit of advice myself, and I don't think she took it well.
It's funny you say that because I just try to do the same thing, and let's just say that she's got a lot to learn before she moves up anyway. But hey, let's move on. Thank you.
You know, I gotta say, I was really excited when I heard there was an open position here. Gleam has been a dream job of mine to work for, and openings don't come around very often, so.
Thank you for understanding that. Well, your experience is spot on. It's exactly what we're looking for. Management, client relations, data analysis. It's been really hard for me to find someone that's experienced in all three of those, and we've been in a bind. How soon can you start?
Right away. Unfortunately, my current employer has been reducing hours, so I'm not even so sure how much longer they're gonna be around, so.
Yes. Heard about that. It's tough times.
You know, it is, but I've made some great connections along the way, and everyone just wants to kind of move on for right now. They did tell me they can give me a really strong reference if need be.
That's great. You know, it sounds like you really value being a part of a team, and that it sounds like you really value putting your clients' needs first, and that is essential to us.
I mean, absolutely. I feel that it's, as long as you can get your team to feel that they're important, your client will also feel valued.
I couldn't agree more. Well, I know that this has been a short interview, but we would love to have you on board. Why don't you come back on Monday so I can give you a full tour and show you your new office? How's that sound?
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. And I'll also set up a meeting with HR so that we can get that ball rolling, because I'm sure that you know that we have a great benefits package as well as excellent health insurance.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I look forward to working with you.
Sam, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye, Rosa.
Hi. Yes, this is Rosa Williams. I just wanted to call and tell you that I started a new job and I would like to resume my treatment right away. Yes, next Saturday? Yes, that works. Thank you so much. I'll see you then.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, actually, do you think you could grab me some water while I wait? Thanks.
Well, actually, I don't work here.
I thought you were like the receptionist or something.
No.
Why are you here?
Well, I am here to apply for the job.
Wait, you were interviewing for the sales analyst position?
Yeah, I do, and I was thrilled when they called me in for the interview because, I've always wanted to work for a prestigious company like this, and well, you know what? They must have seen something in me.
Are you sure they weren't calling you in for like the janitor position?
No, I am here for the sales analyst position, just like you.
Honey, what manager would hire someone as old as you are? I mean, the healthcare costs would be through the roof. Besides, it's kind of hard to hustle and grind when you have to be in bed by 7 p.m.
Well, now for your information, I do not go to bed at 7 p.m. And my doctor says that I am as healthy as a horse.
But like, did you even go to college though? Because I know a lot of women didn't go to college when you were young.
That's true, and I didn't go to college, but I completed a 2-year program at night school, and I've been an assistant at another tech company for the last 6 years.
Wow, that's so cool. I was actually top of my class at Harvard University. Harvard, ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, word of advice though, don't apply for jobs that you're like totally underqualified for because you're just gonna embarrass yourself.
You know what? Thank you for the tip.
Of course.
But I'm just gonna try my best.
Okay, we'll see how far that gets you.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, ladies, thank you both very much for coming in to interview today. Because of the nature of this position, it needs to be filled right away, so I will be making my final decision after I've spoken with you both. Now, who is first?
Oh, that would be me. I think you will see that I am the perfect candidate for this role.
Excellent. Follow me, Miss Jenkins.
Okay. Good luck. Thank you so much, Mr. Franklin. I mean, I know my resume speaks for itself.
Of course, Miss Jenkins. Thank you for coming in. Miss Anderson, are you ready?
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Oh, Mr. Franklin, thanks so much for having me in today.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. And you have a very fascinating life story.
Nobody's ever said that to me before.
Thank you very much for coming in, both of you. After speaking with you, I believe I have the perfect idea of the candidate that I'd like to hire.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to start working here.
Actually, Miss Jenkins, I was going to offer the position to Mrs. Anderson.
Wait, you're telling me I didn't get the job?
That is correct. I believe Mrs. Anderson has the perfect qualities for this position.
What? She's so old. She didn't even go to college. You know that I went to Harvard University, right? Graduated top of my class.
That may be, but Mrs. Anderson has a plethora of real-life experiences that we value at our company very much. We have a lot of very talented, young, well-educated workers, but I believe it's time to have a little adult supervision.
Yeah, okay, yeah, funny joke, guys, but we can move on now.
Actually, if I may be honest with you, Miss Jenkins, it is because of your attitude that you will not be hired in this company. In the future, when you interview for other positions, I recommend a modicum of humility.
This is insane. Your company is going straight into the ground with hiring practices like this.
I will take my chances. Goodbye, Miss Jenkins.
Whatever. Your company stinks anyway.
Well, congratulations, Mrs. Anderson. Welcome aboard. How soon can you start?
Well, how about right now?
Excellent. I will show you to your office.
Oh boy.
Follow me.
An office.
Excuse me, but I think Starbucks is having their job interviews down the street.
Yeah, I work at Starbucks already, so I think I know where their job interviews are.
Wow, there you have it. Your outfit just screams I work at Starbucks. So why don't you run back to your little barista bar and leave the serious internships to me? This is Goldman Sachs, for Christ's sakes. You can't get an internship here if you're dressed poor. Everyone knows that.
Well, if you really need to know, I'm interviewing here at Goldman because I don't want to work at Starbucks forever. Though, the drink perks are kind of nice.
Look, my dad used to be a partner here, and he told me that most of the people who work here are legacy. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So, you got no shot. I hate to break it to you.
Why are you so interested in me anyway? I mean, can't you just mind your own business?
Because you're my competition for the internship, and now I'm in your head.
I go low, I go high. May the best woman get the internship.
Losers always try to be nice. It makes them look better when they lose.
Whatever.
You must be Becky and Leah, my 2 intern applicants? Great, I'm Mrs. Franklin and I'll be interviewing you. Now, I hate to have anyone wait any longer, but it looks like Becky, you're first on the list, so if you'll just wait, Leah. Becky, would you come to my office with me, please?
Sure thing, Mrs. Franklin. I am so sorry you have to interview that other girl after me. She looks like the trash collector who just got done with her shift.
Well, I enjoy meeting all the applicants. Why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Well, I really love shopping. That's probably my main passion.
Okay, well, what do you like to shop for?
Oh, you know, just the normal stuff. Clothes, shoes, that perfect little purse for the summertime. And since all of that stuff is really expensive, I've grown quite fond of money. Like, money is awesome.
Okay, why do you think you're a good fit for this internship?
I am so glad you asked. So my dad used to be a partner here, so basically I think I'd be perfect.
Right. So your dad used his connections to get you an interview?
Well, yeah, duh.
Okay, Becky, I think the interview portion is over, so I'll walk you back to the lobby.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I can't wait to be working here. Do you know how many sick days the interns get?
That will be covered in orientation. Now let's get back to the lobby. Thank you for waiting, Leah. I only really have one question for you. I can ask it here, is that all right?
She's not even going to waste her time with you.
Yes, ma'am, that's perfectly fine. If it's one question, I hope I can provide an adequate answer.
Why do you want to work for Goldman Sachs?
Well, I know that Goldman is one of the best money managers in the world. And coming from a low-income family myself, I had to be my family's money manager ever since I was a little girl.
Enough with the sob story.
So, I figured with all my experience, I could come and intern here and learn from the best.
Okay, well that was depressing. Can we hurry this up? I have a nail appointment at 4.
Oh, you'll be out of here in no time. And when you leave, don't bother to come back.
What? You can't be serious.
I'm serious as a heart attack. Leah, I want to offer you the summer internship here at Goldman Sachs.
But she comes from a poor family. She could never fit in here.
Well, actually, I also came from a poor family, and I've done great here. In fact, the circumstances of my youth gave me the strength and the grit to be successful in the workplace. Quite frankly, Becky, I don't think you have that kind of grit.
Fine, but just wait till my dad finds out about this.
Wow, Mrs. Franklin, I don't even know what to say.
Just say you'll start Monday.
Absolutely.
Wow, just wow. That has got to be the best carbonara I have ever had.
Thank you, ma'am. I've been cooking it for years.
Well, clearly, I mean, that was just delicious. Let me take a look at your application here. Wait a minute, it says here that you spent time in jail.
Yes, ma'am, that's true. But I was arrested several years ago and recently just got out, and the person who I was back then was just much dumber and younger, and I'm totally different now. It was actually in jail that I actually learned.
Hold up. Let me stop you right there. This is a very high-class, prestigious restaurant, one of the best in the city, and unfortunately, we can't have ex-convicts in our kitchen.
I understand, but I really hope you give me a chance.
Ugh, give me a break. I mean, how can I know that I could even trust you? How do I know you haven't been stealing things while you're here?
Ma'am, the person who I was when I committed that crime is entirely different than who I am now. For several years, I've been growing up, maturing, and I'm just trying my hardest to become a productive member of society.
well, you can be a productive member of society somewhere else. People don't change. They just don't, okay? So get out of my restaurant before I call the police and have them arrest you again.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go. But I really do hope you reconsider.
Oh, hey Debbie. Oh, you saw the new applicant today.
Yes, I did.
And how was he?
Well, his carbonara was the best I've ever had.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, not exactly. I took a look at his application and it turns out that he has a criminal record. He spent 5 years in jail. I mean, I don't even know how that happened. Like, I don't know how he got through the screening process, but anyway, don't worry about it. I kept an eye on him as he was leaving to make sure he didn't steal anything.
But you did just say that his carbonara was the best you've ever tasted, yes?
Yes, but Mr. Smith, he has a criminal record.
Okay, well, Debbie, let me tell you a little something about myself. Many years ago, I was arrested and convicted of robbery, and I spent 3 years in prison.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Smith, I had no idea that you spent time in jail. I mean, you just don't strike me as that kind of a person at all.
You see, people can change. I came out of prison a completely different person than I was going in. To this day, I still teach a class at the local prison on how to cook. Because I believe that when these prisoners come out of jail, they should have the skills to become productive members of society. But there's no way a person can become a productive member of society if they are not given a chance. And once you've done your time, you can't live the rest of your life in the shadows.
Mr. Smith, I have to be completely honest with you. I'm really saddened that you didn't tell me about your background. I don't know that I feel comfortable working for a felon.
Well, Debbie, you actually don't have to work for a felon. But I will say that I do think that I've been a pretty fair and decent boss to you.
Yeah, you have, but I just don't think people can change that easily. I just don't. I mean, I bet you're hiding something, aren't you, Mr. Smith?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
I mean, is this like a front for something illegal? Like, are you selling drugs?
Hey, all right, Debbie, stop right there. I refuse to be spoken to in that manner in my own restaurant. I think that you should get your things and go. Here, in my restaurant, we treat people with kindness and dignity and respect.
Okay, whatever.
Edgar, what are you doing here?
Mr. Smith? What a nice surprise.
Hey. When did you get out?
A few weeks, actually. And, you know, I've been trying to put your cooking skills to use. I actually just had an interview at this restaurant.
So you were the applicant this morning. I heard it didn't go so well.
Wait, how do you know that?
Well, Edgar, this is my restaurant. And that woman who you spoke to earlier, she's no longer with us. So, are you still interested in a job?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for taking a chance on me.
I'm not taking a chance at all. I have seen your skills close up. So, how about this? You be here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for your first day of work, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Hi, may I help you?
I'm supposed to be interviewed for the store director position, but it's 5 minutes past my time. I got places to be.
Yes, sorry, I'm just wrapping up an email here. I'll be right with you in a second.
Okay, but like the interview was scheduled for 5 minutes ago.
You're right. Why don't you please take a seat and I'll be right with you. All right, so Miss
Chloe Goldberg.
Okay, Miss Goldberg it is.
Yeah, so how long do you think this will take? I have places to be.
Well, I suppose it depends on how long our conversation goes. It looks like you're here today to interview for a management position, is that right?
Yeah. I'm here for the store director position that was posted for the location on Rodeo Drive.
Let me see. Ah, yes. The assistant store director for the luxury shop. Do you happen to have a copy of your resume with you by any chance?
That won't be necessary.
How come?
Everything I need is inside of this.
Uh-huh.
I have like this photographic memory, so I don't see a point in bringing a resume. I remember everything anyways.
I see. Well, I still think it would be a good thing to physically see the positions you've been in. I think we maybe could have a copy laying around here from when you have applied. Let's see.
I told you that won't be necessary.
All right, well, let me start off by asking you the following. What is your experience when it comes to customer service and dealing with tricky customers and employees?
I used to work in high fashion stores, and there'd be plenty of customers coming in and out, and I had to deal with all of them. I would say as long as the customers and employees don't ask any stupid questions, they won't get stupid answers.
Okay. So why do you want to work for our particular brand?
I love that it's expensive and the way it makes me feel to be surrounded by luxury.
And why did you pick this particular location?
Hello, it's Rodeo Drive. Only the best of the best can shop here in Beverly Hills.
Okay. Well, I see on your resume that you've been in quite a lot of different positions over a short period of time. It also seems that you dealt more with customers rather than employees. So since you're applying for a higher position, how would you approach the managing aspect of being an assistant store director?
I mean, I've seen my previous managers take on most of the work of the directors, and if they could do it, I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard. Besides, the store directors only pop in once in a while, and I'm pretty sure I have plenty of time to come up with solutions. I pretty much already know what I'm supposed to do.
All right. So what do you offer to the company that can make it better?
How many more questions? Is all this really necessary? You do know who I am, right?
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
You do realize that I'm the daughter of Jeffrey Goldberg from Goldberg Industries, right?
I'm sorry, I still don't see how that's relevant to this interview.
Well, clearly my dad has the money and connections that have allowed me to be immersed in this world of high-end fashion. No one is more experienced with it than I am, so can we just get to signing the contracts already?
Okay, well, we strive for everyone to have a fair chance at the positions that we list, and we want to make sure people are the right fit for our company before we hire them.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever works to make sure legal is taken care of, right? We all know the hiring process is based on connections.
I do see you've been employed by a lot of established companies, but I don't really think that the role you're applying for will suit you.
What do you mean?
With your current experience, I would say you're more suited for a sales employee position.
But I want to be the store director.
That's very ambitious, but I don't think that's the proper role for you.
Why would I want to do any other position where I have to do double the work for half the pay? I'm not going to step down from what I want just to become the manager's little retail worker.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I can see now that this is not going to work out.
But I'm a perfect fit for the director's position. Look, I can give you my father's number, and I'm sure you guys can work something out.
Thank you so much for coming in, Miss Goldberg, but we're really looking for someone that's more aligned with our values. Thank you for coming in.
What? Fine, you know what? Whatever. This place sucks anyway.
Hi, honey. Whoa, what did that laptop do to you?
I'm just trying to find a stupid job since that lady didn't want to give me that director position.
Yeah, I received a call a couple days after that. They told me how the interview went.
It was so stupid. She asked me so many unnecessary questions. Why couldn't they just give me the job?
Honey, you're an adult now. You have to start looking at life seriously. I'm not always gonna be here, and I really feel like you need to find your own place.
But I don't need to. I'm your daughter.
Chloe, you need to stop with this entitled behavior. Money doesn't fall from trees, you know. Of course they wouldn't find you a good fit when you don't even want to work to actually prepare and present yourself well for the interview.
I feel like I presented myself fine. It's not my fault they didn't appreciate me.
Chloe, please. Confidence is key, but it has to come out of a place of genuine interest for the job.
But, Dad...
I started with nothing and built my company up from scratch. Success doesn't come in just one day. Surely you see that.
I know. You worked really hard to get where you are.
Back when I was applying for jobs, to even get a starting position was very difficult. There were so many people that were eager to work that I got very competitive. I couldn't find any of the positions I wanted, so I took the role of a janitor. That was my first job.
What? You were a janitor? That's so embarrassing.
There's nothing embarrassing about it. I had a family to take care of, and that helped us get on our feet. It eventually led to better opportunities. I was able to save a bit and on the side and invest in some stocks.
Stocks are easy money too. Maybe I should do that.
That's not the point. The stocks were just a temporary investment that helped me get a little extra money to start my own actual business.
Right, but what does this have to do with me?
What I'm trying to teach you is that hard work, honesty, and humility will take you much farther in life than any connections possibly can. It took me a long time to get to where I am now, and I want to share those lessons with you.
So why can't I just take over your position?
Because I got to where I am through hard work, I think it's time for you to learn the same.
Well, how can I do that if no one wants to hire me? I've been trying for 2 whole weeks now.
I was going to talk to you about that. As a last resort, I have managed to pull in a favor and get you a job that will actually teach you some good values.
What is it?
It's a waitressing job. I know the owner and she'd be more than happy to have a helping hand.
Waitressing? Seriously?
It's a place to start, and I think a great opportunity for you to learn some important life lessons.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Dad.